Come on, guys. All right, let's spin the wheel. Let's go.
It's a waste of money. Garen's numbers aren't there. I just don't see it. Hang on a second.
Imola.
Oh my god, guys, we did it again!
Is there a leakage? A leakage of what? Come on! Come on! Well done, lad. Huh? Not bad, not bad.
You're kidding. You're kidding me. I've never ever felt like this in my life.
Did he get a penalty for what he did? So, Gabi, we are all on the same train line.
The engine was going much slower than before. Amazing.
Lando, what do you think about it, Inter? What do you think about it in Inter?
No!
Yeah, I'm good. I am good. I am better than everyone. Let's relax.
Oh my god!
I destroyed the camera!
Going to have a minute silence as soon as qualifying starts. So a minute silence for Bremer's mum, who tragically passed from a car accident during our 100% round. You cannot go out to the pits for the first minute. Bremer will be the first one out, and then he will start his hot lap. Once he starts his hot lap, everyone else can go out of the pits. So we will have a minute silence starting in 1 second for Bremer's mum. All right, Bremer will go out. Obviously, Lighty is a reserve, so he wouldn't have known. So we can definitely let him off a little bit there. But everyone else is playing fit because Bremer has gone around and starts his lap. Lighty, you're meant to stay in, but that's okay, mate. You didn't know. That's all good, mate. But we will chase Bremer around his hot lap. Once he starts his hot lap, then Bremer can go out after that. So we will ride on board with Bremer as he goes around for his hot lap. We will commentate everyone else. You are allowed out of the pit right now. So it is Bremer as we lead up to the first corner in Tumbarello. You want to try and take a little bit of curve there. To the curve on the left, get back on the accelerator as fast as possible as you come in up into time booty. Now you want to take front and 7 down into 4, take as much curve as you can and get your car into the right hand side and set yourself up for the left hander up the hill. You might want to pump a little bit of battery to get a bit of speed back up. Closer we go then and up towards Paratola in 8, 9 and 10. We're going to try and make it back as short as possible through those curves and up through the tricky section of Minarelli as we go climb back up the hill, up through the chicane then, and then the little sticky now chicane here. You want to try and take as much curve as you can without unsettling the car. A little bit slow out of the exit was Bremer there as he runs up through the third sector in the Alpine. He's got Ravaza to go now. The double apex left-hander. Take a bit of curve there. You want to try and take as much curve without getting onto the gravel. Turn that last corner. Pump the battery. Foot down. Shortest line through the finish line. And that's a 1:14.873 for Bremer. Mate, our heart goes out to you. It is okay to not be okay. Do not suffer alone. There is a community here that is for anyone that is going through tragic loss. It's not just a racing league, but it is a community if you need it as well. So Bremer, hard out to say, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out at any time. So here we go then. We are at Imola for the mystery track. Not everyone was happy that they got the mystery track here this afternoon, but we are at the Autodrome regardless, where we have a 4.9 kilometre lap length. We will race this afternoon for 31 laps. Our race distance is just over 155 hour and 50%. Your pole position here is on the left-hand side of the track. Your lap record is by the GOAT, the one and only Lewis Hamilton, for the 1:15.484 back in 2020, with your fastest lap being by Valtteri Bottas in Q3 back in 2020 as well, the 1:13.609. Your maximum speed here with lower wings is 325 kilometers an hour, and you have a 399 meter dash from the pole position down to turn 1. You will lose 25 seconds in the pit lane. 5 compounds this afternoon, the C2, C3, and C4 tyre. All the hard, medium, and soft, wet, and intermediates coming into play. Of course, if it rains, we have 18, 19 corners. 1 to the left and 10 to the right. We will be racing in anti-clockwise direction this afternoon, and we have 19 drivers on the grid, including a couple of reserves this afternoon in Lychee and Kahoot, who is driving up. Obviously, we've had some Tier 2 drivers also, Tier 3 drivers also come up in recent weeks as well. Ozzy Monero, showing his face in Tier 3, has come up, and another driver's come up. Two-Door Gaming stayed with the Kickstarter as well. As we see Coda Faster go P1 just before Roadster F1 takes off him in the Red Bull. If we want to have a look at the constructors so far in Tier 2, let's have a quick look. After Belgium, Racing Bulls is on top by quite a margin, 176 away from the Aston Martin. Let's go. Get in there, boys. The Aston Martin of Kamikaze and Carl Feniza in P2 with 137, and Red Bull in 123 with Ferrari 122 in P4. Your driver championship has Ulfanulf out in front by 31 points, gaining 4 positions in Spa and 100%, sitting on 116 points. We have Kamikaze sitting in 95 points in P2. Techie, Tiki, Pocky, Pop is in P3 in the Ferraris with 90 points, and Plugger in the Mercedes P4 with Ozzy Monero retaining half his points from Tier 3 and getting a good 100%er in P5 already in Tier 2, and then Magic Shot in P6, which is fantastic to see from him. So that is how the constructors look. That is how the driver standings look. If you're joining me here today, please comment in the chat. Otherwise, it gets a bit boring by myself. I've already been ditched by Kahoot, who was going to commentate with me, but then chose to drive instead. My wife was in the room. and he is requiring my attention. Yeah. What do you think, Sam? We were going to have burger bowls for dinner, which is high protein, and it actually, look at this. It actually tells me, look at this. Right, if I go to this, right, this is my fitness pal. Can you see that? This is my fitness pal. So, is 102 out of 102 grams. Look at that. Fucking perfect, man. Look at my fats per day, 22 out of 61. And then my protein is 113 out of 218 grams. Get that protein in. I was going to have burger bowls for dinner. Would have been 95% lean meat with cheese for the fat, and then no bun and just lettuce and pickles. But the snake in my Garden of Eden has just walked into the lounge room and offered burgers and chippies for dinner, which will just blow my carbs out, lower my muscle building ratio, and just not give me my protein target unless I just have like a lot of protein in the burger. But even then, the chippies and the buns will definitely put my carbs over for the day. I'll stay in range of my calories, but I will blow out carbs. What's more ironic as well is my wife has had a lot of protein today and prepared herself for this meal tonight with the burger and chips. So just like it was in the Garden of Eden, where the snake deceived the woman and not the man, the woman is now deceiving me. What do you think, Sam? Put it in the chat. We'll let you decide whether we have burgers and chippies or we stay with the original fact and we just go burger bowls because we've got to hit that protein target. You let me know in the chat below, Carl. What do you reckon I should do, mate? Mate, how good are those macros, hey, by the way? I got a perfect day until my wife came in and tried to do it. I've built some serious muscle lately. Yeah, Ray Lando thinks he's got muscle. The boys got shit. I'm calling him out. Anyway, Roadstar's still original poll with 2.5 minutes to go. Let us know in the comments below what you think, whether I should have burgers and chippies. Just have to wait, mate. They're not commenting yet. Just have to wait. I'm going to let people decide. Do I stay disciplined, guys, on Tuesday night, or do I break it and go burger and chicken? The burger, mind you, it's not like 1,000-calorie burger. It's a 400-calorie burger. It's a protein lean burger. It's chicken breast coated in corn flour, cornflakes, not corn flour, cornflakes, and then some bacon, low-calorie bun. So it's actually a really good for your burger. No fatty sauce, and no sugary crap like that. And if you want a burger like that, just go to my YouTube channel where you will find all the lean recipes that your heart desires to lose fat and build muscle. Roadster P1, Roshan Robot P2 as Bremer. Bremer on the day where we did pay tribute goes P1 provisional pole with a 1:14.375 as he goes real hooked up. That is a great time, and you love to see it on the tribute weekend for his mum. If he can get pole and maybe a win here in tribute, that would be fantastic. Of course, the grid, as you can see, all wearing black helmets in tribute for Bremer's mum as well. Just another great sign of community support. Up the Bremer, can't pass up Robot Rector's burgers and chips. They're all weighed out, so I won't go over my calories. On the macros, I won't hit today if I have to. So, I don't know. Short-term gain for long-term loss. Or maybe I've done enough. One cheat meal doesn't ruin everything. You know that as well. It's not really. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's a tough decision. We'll let them decide, babe. Let the people decide. As Roshan Robot on the hot lap now, let's ride on board Roshan Robot as he is riding around at the moment of the Autodrome end zone as he comes up to Polestar. This left-hander, this is a bit tricky. You've got to set it up because you'll lose speed all the way up the hill if you don't get the apex right. He does use a lot of curve there. Pumps the battery up the hill as he approaches turn 9 in Paratella. And then that is a tricky corner as well before the right-hander uphill. This is where you can lose a lot of traction in the race. You just want to hit this apex here and then get back on the power as much as possible. Open up the track as much as you can as you run down to this chicane here. Now you want to try and cut as much curb as you can. Again, getting back on the power, using the battery to get back up to speed before the double left-hander coming down the hill. The back end does tend to stick out a little bit in good straight, a little bit too much there, I thought. But out of the double left-hander, what can Roshan do? We know he's quick. He's in the Mercedes tonight. 5, Roshan goes provisional pole with a 1:13.877 and shows Matty that he doesn't know shit about racing because he gets that done. Bremer goes, let's do this, get this guy out of here. And Cherubot goes, let's go, Bremer. Let us know in the chat below what is going on. That is a great race, great lap by Roshan Robot. Where are you going, babe? The people have not spoken. There is no just in case. I'm going to water and more water. How about I get my coffee and you go get my water, right? And then you can go do whatever you want. Sunday says, look, that's my go. Yeah, oh yeah, Roshan driving for the Mercedes tonight in Dante. Maxi Boy is the other Mercedes as well. Down in P11 at the moment. Just struggling a little bit as we see Carl Finisa just go out and rub his tyres up. That's an interesting strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him. Coda Faster has invalidated. Ponsel Win is out at the moment, but not on a hot lap. Tiki Toki Teki is out in the Ferrari as well. I'm not sure if he's in on a hot lap. No, I don't think so. He's on his in lap. Only good enough for P10. But like it has been all season, we have 1 second splitting between P2 down to P15. This is the closest grid this side of San Antonio. You won't find a grid closer than Tier 2 at Wallaby. It's certainly been the funnest grid to commentate as Tiki Toki Teki comes into the pit. We've got a few minutes left of qualifying before we go in for a 50%. It's going to be great. Hang on to your hats. Grab a drink, sit down, get back in the armchair. Skills has got a brand new load of dad jokes to say tonight to let you guys know of everything that's going on. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of racing. So grab a beer, grab some chippies, lean back and relax. And we'll have all the action coming to you here live at Sky Sports, where we don't favour anyone like Lando Norris. 2.5 minutes to go in qualifying. You won't see any glazing here. Maybe just of the Aston Martins and Carl Finisa as Ozzy Minero gets a purple first sector. Is he going to give the grid a time to chase? He is out very, very early as Bremer goes out and he's out lap. He starts his last flying lap as well, and everyone else starts to come out now. So we are this is qualifying, and we're at the toothy end of the qualifying here as Ozzy Minero goes through the second sector. 2 cents up on his time. He's going to find a lot of time in the last sector if he's going to I think he's just up, hasn't he? I think he just up tipping the tire in the gravel. Let's see what he does in the final sector. A couple of apexes to negotiate as he comes through the final sector. 25% of ERS, which he pumps all the way home. Takes the line of least resistance and good enough for P6. That's a great lap by Ozzy Minero up from Tier 3. Recently Tier 2, that's a 1:14.602. So let's just see. Ulfanulf will be one of the first ones to cross the line, and then Broso is going to get a nice slipstream, and then Roshan Robot a little bit back after that. Coda Faster has it on his outlap as well, so he'll be one of the last ones to finish. Let's see what Bremer's doing currently on his last outlap. He is improving by 0.07 of a second. Will it be fast enough to take pole position? Roshan has put an absolute cracking lap in. No, he has thrown this lap away, I think. Or has he? Down the main straight, he has. So Bremer has thrown the lap away. That's it for qualifying for Bremer. Carl Finisa is out as well. So let's ride along the top guys. Squashy Joshy, don't mark him off either. So he will be out one of the last as well. Ulfanulf starts his final lap then. Down the main straight we go. In the Racing Bulls. Left for Dead will be there negotiating in his ear as Ulfanulf comes down into Tumbarello. What you really want to set yourself up on that lap. He holds the ERS down through Tumbarello. He goes then, and then down to negotiate Bellevue, which is a difficult corner to negotiate, and then setting up for the left-hander as Film of the Fish starts his last final lap. Ponsel win, Tiki Toki Teki, and Maxi Boy. Someone's got a 5-place grid penalty for block. Absolutely hard, whoever that was. But here we go. Down through Sector 2 then. In the Racing Bulls he goes as Bremer retires. And Roshan Robot starts his last flying lap as well. How is Coda Faster going? He is up on his time. Ulfanulf is up by 2/10. It's not going to be enough for pole. He's going to have a cracking third. And Ulfanulf Racing falls just a little bit quickly out of that extra turn 9 then. And down to the final apex we go. And Ulfanulf through. Broadster's finished his last flying lap. Only good enough for P4 is Broadstar. Racing full then. Get Ulfanulf, and he challenges pole position down the main straight. He goes. He pumps his ERS, and good enough for P2. The 114, 127. Carl on his last flying lap as well, and so is Squashy Joshy. What is Coda Faster doing? As Cooper the Bot and Fulman Fish both finish their last flying laps as well. So Coda Faster down through sector 2. He goes 500ths of a second faster. He's going to have to find some time in the final sector as well if he's going to challenge the top guys. Squashy Joshy through sector 2, 700ths of a second. They're not improving. Carl Faniza, he has invalidated, so they could jump a couple of places now. Maxi Boy finishes Lychee, Two-Door Gaming as well. Osgo Kano in the pit, so he's not going to improve. Roshan Robot improves 113.869, and that is a cracking lap. Coda Faster doesn't improve, but Squashy Joshy is improving the last couple of apexes. He has a bit of a slipstream. What can he do? It's Squashy Joshy for the McLaren, only good enough for P4, and it's going to be Roshan Robot by a massive margin by the measurements in Tier 2. Wins pole positions by 300ths of a second. 3/10 of a second for the Mercedes, for Dante. Roshan Robot, Tier 2, gets pole position here in Imola. It's going to be Roshan Robot for pole position here in Imola, and a great qualifying by him, showing everyone that he can dust off the overalls if he has to, jump straight back in the cockpit and pull a result all the way from Singapore. And he's got a 5-place grid penalty for blocking, so he's going to start P5. The pole position's not going to matter. And that means the Racing Bulls, how has he done it again? Lefty has pulled out a shifty one, has got pole position here in Imola. So it's going to be Ulfanulf. He's going to be off pole position here. Bremer is going to start the front row as well. Before the two McLarens and Squashy Joshy and Aussie Broadster, Carl Faniza in P7, Coda Faster P8, Cooper the Bot and Tiki Toki Teki will round out our top 10. What a qualifying. Yeah, thanks, Bolts. I finally got there, mate. Finally got the memo that it was Roshan Robot with a 5 grid penalty, and I appreciate the tip. How we going? All right, we're going to wait for players to ready up before we race down to turn 1. I like aeroplane jelly for me. Mm-hmm. Aeroplane jelly for me. So, the Singapore telemarketer with a 5-second grid penalty. That's being very naughty boy there, Roshan. Trying to get an unfair advantage by blocking his competition. Got insecure about his pole position time. Had to play dirty and paid the price, did Roshan Robots. Paid the price to the tune of a 5-place grid penalty. Well, you play silly games, you win silly prizes. Mate, you had the pace. I don't think you had to play dirty. I think you could have got pole position all by yourself without blocking whoever you decided to block. That's 1 strike on the skills sandbagging system as well. So Roshan Robot, Singapore telemarketer, 1 strike on the skillsy sandbagging system. Mate, we don't like that around here. Still waiting for players. The crowd is excited. Look at them. They are pumped for this. I don't know what they're cheering. What? Martin Brundle getting off the pit walk? I don't know, mate. Grid walk? Mate, far out. What are you doing, Nala? Where you going? How are you? Hey. Here we go then. It is 5 lights out and away we go. Lightness off the top line. Bremer got a great start and probably a better reaction time off. Then Ulfanulf, they are pretty close, and up to Tumbarella we go for the first time. Started. There is a massive crash at the back, and we're going to start with the front guys, and the Haas is around as well, and so is the Kick Sauber, and we have a safety car, 10-second penalty for Cooper the Bot, and oh my wordy, there was a massive crash. We have got a full course safety car then What a crash here in Imola. We don't even get through the corner before we get a full force safety car. And that is absolutely heartbreaking. Coda caught up in it. Cooper the Bot and Oscar Cano all caught up in the mess as Coda and Cooper the Bot lose 9 positions each from the start. There were spins and crashes all over the place. The front guys were okay. They got away to a pretty good start. Maxi Boy and Leach both gaining 4 positions each. Kahoot up 6 positions, mind you. Two-Door Gaming, Shifty Wizard up 5 positions as well. But absolute chaos as we start the 50% here at Imola. We came for action, and action is what we have served up. If you wanted salad, well, you just got meat and potatoes because that was a Scotch fillet of a start. What a start here at Imola. Not great for the drivers. We are glad everyone is okay, but great for the viewers. And I could already hear the swearing in the cockpits as we go around for lap 1, and we will go around lap 2 under safety car as the guys with the damage will come in and pit. So we're going to find out who got caught up and who. So there is an Aston Martin there, Kamikaze, without a front wing. So he's going to come in. Cooper the Bot's going to come in as well as Osco Kano, also without a front wing. So not great for those guys, but great for viewers because Kamikaze and Osco Kano and Cooper the Bot is some of the quickest guys in the field. So strategy calls, changes, them working through the field, it's all on now like Donkey Kong. And even if you have started at the back, we know sometimes, like on the weekend, the slowest strategy is the best strategy. So safety car here at Imola. Here you go. Here's a little skillsy. Here's a skillsy tip for y'all. I know we've got dad jokes, but instead of dad jokes, we're gonna do a skillsy eating little diary for you. Because I've got a little package. I didn't have my protein shake up. I had a protein shake this morning, and anyway. So I just got a little bit of package. So I've gone for this one. If you haven't found it, this is an awesome little product. This is from a Wicked Sister. It is pudding. Right, but it's got that 15 grams of protein, and it's only 150 calories per serve. 150 calories per serve, and 2 grams of carbs. So not bad choice for a little snack on the go, you know. Pretty good. I don't know if I was 75 or 100 calories. Nah, 125. I think that's too much. Let me do a little calculation. 825 left. 825 left. 825 left. 175. Oh, I don't think I can do it, boys. I have to go to caffeine. I think I'm gonna have to go to caffeine because very muscle. Damn. Hey, you will pass out. You'll spit chips, mate. I would, but you'd actually still do about yourself. Safety car in this lap. So here we go then. Ulfanulf out in front. Squashy Joshy P2, Rose for P3. Chaos at the start here at Imola. And then, yeah, we had a safety car, so we're going to restart this race. If you don't know, then Ulfanulf becomes a safety car when he goes. Everyone else can go, no overtaking before the timing line. That's premium viewing right there. And he's gone. So he has pumped the battery and he got a really good start. Didn't catch him on second though. Squashy Joshy was onto it like a fat kid on a muffin as we run down the main straight there. Ulfanov in the RB away from Squashy Joshy. We've got a rolling start, and Squashy Joshy is really close to Ulfanov. They go wheel to wheel. Around we go, and the Red Bull comes through it. Broadsays puts onto the grass. He has to pull out, otherwise he's going to crash. But Squashy Joshy just squeezed Roadster a little bit. Wasn't too much. We're going to find out from the stewards very shortly. So through we go then. For the third time this afternoon, first one under racing conditions, and up through Tosa we go for the first time under racing conditions. The Calfaniza is in P4, as you can see, up 3 positions there. And we'll have a look at the tyres soon, but let's catch this action as we go then. Ulfanov off the race start, 1 second already. But Squashy Joshy and Roadster having a great battle as we go up the chicane and up the hill we go. Then you can lose a little bit of traction. Roadster looking to bounce. There's no DRS after first lap of safety car. Just remember, as we go through the chicane then, this afternoon, in through sector 3 and the double Apex left-hander is coming up. Ulfanov down to 8-10. Squashy Joshy has reeled him in. This is going to be really important to try and stay in DRS for the McLaren. So through we go then, down this long main straight. DRS will be enabled this lap as Roadster pumps his battery. He does look like he's got a little bit lower wings, a little bit faster down the straight, but look at Squashy Joshy. He has stormed away to the tune of 0.3 of a second, and that's going to be enough just to stay ahead of the chicane. Likey in the Ferrari, currently P8, finds himself 2.6 seconds behind Tiki Toki Teki. His teammates up in front. I don't know what happened there, but a massive gap for one lap. So we've got 2 packs forming then. Ultimate's down to Tiki Toki Teki, and then the other Ferrari leading the other pack. It's like the other night at Hungary where Alonso, remember, just ran that train well behind the front pack. It looks like he's doing the same thing. 3.2 seconds then behind his teammate in Tiki Toki Teki. And now we've got a little bit of a break. We will have a look at the tyres, but just before we do that, we're going to go back up the front here because Roadster has got a McLaren in his sights. He is hunting him down. So through goes Roadster then. He has used a lot of his battery. He's trying to tee him up for the DRS down the main straight. I don't think Squashy Josh is going to be able to hold him off because Roadster is looking very quick this afternoon. If he wants to catch up to Ulfanov, he has to clear this McLaren quickly. So down the main straight then, DRS will swing wide open. The back window goes open, but Squashy Joshy also back window open, and someone else's back window is open, and that is Roshan Robot, who goes up to P4. Roadster through he goes up into P2 then, passes Ulfanov just before the chicane. Aussie Monero gets past Maxi Boy and up into P9, and Coda Faster gets through on Kahoot as well. So many changes happening down that massive long straight, and we're going to see a lot of changes this afternoon. It's going to be a battle of wits as much as it is a battle of strategies. How are you going to tee up? And look at this. Ulfanov has had a moment down into P3 for the Racing Bulls. Not sure what happened there, but look at Roadster. Squashy Joshy went through as well, and Squashy Joshy is now the leader of this Grand Prix. This is what happens. I know people don't like it when we only watch the front. When we don't watch the front, look what happens. We missed out. Losco Kano gets up into P14. Remember, he had to pit on the early lap, but he has got through 8 cars now so far. Kamikaze and Clipperbot, who also had to pit, is finding it a little bit more difficult down the back. So here we go then. Through the double left-hander before straight again. Lap 32. It's going quick this afternoon because it is all happening here as the Roadster goes through. The Red Bull pulls out to the left. The McLaren is in there. He can't do much. He is a victim of his own making, but Ulfanov gets through as well. Or can McLaren hold him off? The McLaren holds him off for the first one. But who can't hold him off is Aussie Monero through on Likey, and that is a crucial move as Likey was holding up the whole pack to the point of 4 seconds. Now Aussie Monero is through and now can get after Tiki Toki Tech and try and get up to the main pack. We go then. Lap 7 of 32 around Coaster. We go once more for the 7th time this afternoon, and we have got a front pack battle here for the ages. Remember, Roshan Robot qualified pole position, then got a 5-place grid penalty. Then Dante crying in the corner, but when he got the tissues and wiped the tears off his eyes, we're watching it from Roshan cutting up into P4. in the Mercedes having a good drive. We know he's got a lot of pace. It is difficult to overtake around Imola. There's only probably one or two spots where you can. Down the main straight is one of them with the DRS giving an extra 30 kilometers an hour with the back window wide open. Brostar was quick though, 7/10 away. And I don't know if Squashy Joshy is going to be able to catch him as Brostar has saved his battery as well. Crucial that he breaks the DRS here down the main straight. Look at Squashy Joshy. He's flying 2.5 tenths. He's going to make a lunge. He chooses against it and chooses to stay in behind the Red Bull. Smart choice there by Squashy Joshy. And let's bring the tyres to this afternoon. We have got most drivers going for the medium to hard strategy. Two-door gaming is in the pits. Probably a little bit of damage there as well. Techie going the hard tyre. Pons will be in corner. Fish going for the hard tyre. Of course, Kribler, Kamikaze, and Osco Kano all had to hit the first lap onto the hard tyre. They'll need a safety car towards the end, or they need to be the tyre whisperer. They need to call Alex Albon, phone a friend 50-50, and ask Alex Albon how you whispered your tyres home in Australia through the last lap. And maybe, just maybe, with a dream and a bit of concrete from Bunnings, they can run those tyres all the way home. But at the moment, the battle is at the front. We have got a 5-car, 7-car, 8-car battle as Tiki looks pretty quick. Here we go then. Look at this move on Bremer before the final lap, before the final two apexes, and without DRS, Tiki taking the Ferrari gets through and up into P6. Great move there by the driver. Coda on the back of Maxi Boy as well. In this DRS train, he is looking pretty close. He's got a little bit of pressure on him as well from Osco Kano, who we know is quick. Osco Kano is starting P20 up to P13 so far. Is any of these boys going to make a lunge? Osco Kano thought about it, had a look on the inside and thought better of it. Stays in behind as we see Kahoot just deciding to go to the beach in the Red Bull. You can't park your car there. Third down the lap, down to P18. And the Hootie Burger, as it all starts to calm down just a little bit. Techie just about breaks the DRS. Roger and Robot getting super frustrated in the Mercedes behind Ulfner, of course. Everyone in front of him also having the DRS, but we do see a little bit of the pack starting to break up now as we start to get into the race. Oh gosh. Just as I talk up the Singaporean telemarketer here, he decides to go to the beach and get onto the gravel, mate. You can't park your car there, sir. I'm not sure if you could see the track, but that goes, the Mercedes goes off. And see you later, call your friend. Here's down to 6. Dante not happy. Oh, look at this up front, Squashy Joshy is making a move. Here we go, they go, wheel into turn 1. Squashy Joshy, and look at this, switch back from Roadster. And he make it work. He gets a bit of pace, he gets a great exit. It's a better exit, but Squashy Joshy shuts the door, takes his lunch money, and says, mate, give me my tampon back, because I'm on my period, and I am angry, and I'm going to take P1, and Squashy Joshy now leads this on 3. Roadster tries to take it back from him, and he's right on the back of his gearbox. If he gets any closer, he's going to impregnate Squashy Joshy, and we're going to have a Squashy Roadster little baby on our hands. But right now, Squashy Joshy is in front. What a move. Roadster tried the switchback. This battle up front is not over. We'll continue to watch that with interest. We're just trying to find some other battles as well so we don't get complaints. I'm always watching the front guys. But when you've got a battle like this with the agents, sorry, we're going to watch the front guys. And if you want more telecast, then tell you what, get faster, because here we go, 3 wide just about. As Tippy Jockey Technica then loves that upfield spot to overtake. Gets it done before the double apex once more. And on the hard tyre as well, if you don't mind. Down the main straight then, does Roadster have the pace? Squashy out in front. Just catch me if you can. Roadster gaining. Squashy goes to the outside. Roadster goes through and leaves his. Oh my gosh, Squashy goes onto the gravel, and he's going to lose a couple of positions here. He's going to lose 3 minutes. Squashy down to P4. As we're on lap 11, the medium tyres might just be a Coda faster, and Maxi Boy all go into the pits to try and undercut. These medium tyres look like they are gone. Sometimes happy as can be playing with them. He just got pushed off track. Yeah, great move. Sunday, maybe a little bit, maybe not so, mate. Oh, Sunday, I know you're happy, mate. I reckon Roshan can still win this. He's definitely one of the fastest guys on the grid. But will the undercut work? We're going to see where Shifty Wizard comes out. All these boys have decided to stay out in front. So the game is, when is Roadster going to pit? Because the guy that's going to pit in front, I reckon everyone else is going to follow on behind. But I'll tell you what, I'm excited by Tiki Toki Teki because he has made these hard tyres work absolutely brilliantly. What a race by him so far. And the glaze is real. We are glazing Tiki Toki Teki just like English commentators glaze Lando Norris. And mate, the last few weeks has been absolutely ridiculous. If I wanted to watch the Norris show, mate, I'll tune into norris'speedpicks.com.au as we see Ufanuf get past Roadster once more, and they're just toying with each other now. Look at this four-way battle we've got at the front then. There's other battles going on as well. Bremer is off. Aussie Minero, sorry, he's off. Bremer maybe clicked him as Aussie Minero is forced onto the exit road there. Takes out a barrier as well, loses the front wing. Ufanuf around as well. This is absolutely heartbreaking. Aussie Minero 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And we see Ufanuf with no front wing. Absolute heartbreak for the Racing Bulls. This is a developing storyline. Ufanuf down to P13 and no wing as well, in desperate need for a safety car. But I'll tell you what, Osgo Kano started P20 after that crash in lap 1, and now is P7 on the hard tyre compound. Get this man a parachute, because he is absolutely flying at the moment in Imola. What a race by Osgo Kano. Broster then leads us away from Tiki Toki Texas. And the question is, when will these medium tyre runners pit? With a Koda and McAvoy all choosing to go in very early. Lap 13 of 32. We are getting to the midway point of this race as Bremer chooses to pit then off those medium tyres, and everyone else choosing to stay out. As Gerabot calls Formula Dodgers, I wouldn't like to be in the Tier 2 Stewart room. Oh, crap, I am in the Tier 2 Stewart room. Oh, well, I'm just promoted Tiki Toki Teki to head Stewart as we see Bremer still in the pits, putting those hard tyres on. Ufanuf having to jump in, put the hard tyres on and replace the wing. He goes down to P19, dead last for him. Cahoot's also flying up into P13 as well. Great race by the Hootburger. So Broadster leads us away from Tiki Toki Teki. He does like this spot. This is his spot to overtake after this chicane. So let's see if he can get it done once more. He is close like he has been for the last couple of drivers, but he doesn't have to do this because he's on a different strategy, so he doesn't have to worry too much about overtaking Broadster and chooses to stay in behind. Probably wasn't close enough anyway. What, who's having a quiet little good race here is Carl Finese, who stayed out of trouble, currently P5 at the moment. He is on for a podium. Aussie Monero jumped into the pit. I'll be interested to see if he stays in the race, and he was a bit upset as well from that. But Carl Finese having a good race as well. So these early pitters, you've got Aussie Monero, Shifty with a Coda Faster, Max Boy, Tudor Gaming, Bremaz. Oh gosh, you see that. Josh and Robot and Joshy. Just getting into a little bit of toying and tailing through Villeneuve, and Roshan losing his end plate as well. So man, it's going from bad to worse, and now out onto the gravel for the Mercedes driver and down into P6. He would have lost a lot of downforce for losing that end plate. Not a track you want to be losing a lot of downforce on is Imola. A lot of elevation changes as Osgo Kano goes through onto P4. Can anyone stop this man? What the heck is going on with this guy? He is up into P4, mind you, and pumps the battery in the race is cool. 20 up lap 1 is only lap 14. As Kamikaze beats the 3-second time. He's also flying up into P9 as well, is Kamikaze and Crib the Bottom, and they've been helped by the early hitters as well. They're going to have to pit once more as Broadstar finally comes in. Squatchy Jotchy follows him in as well. And Carl Finita and everyone seems to pit now as well. So let's see where Shifty Wiz is going to come out, because he did have a big undercut double left apexer here. He was pretty far behind though, but he did jump Kahoot. He will have to pit, and is he gonna jump washout? I think he will. Down the main straight we go. Look at this undercut. This undercut's been huge of Shifty Wizard. So Shifty Wizard gets P7, P6, jumps them all, jumps Broodstar, jumps Joshy. We did say this undercut is powerful here, but we didn't know this powerful. If Shifty Wizard goes through, obviously the top guys are on a different strategy, but Shifty Wizard, early pit stopper, along with Coda Faster as well, but Shifty Wizard jumps Broodstar, and Coda Faster finds himself 1 second behind Broodstar. So that's been a 4-second undercut then. All these guys, obviously towards the end of the race, they're going to have the worst tyre by about 4 laps, and we'll see if that makes a massive difference. But at the moment, Shifty Wizard finds himself 1.8 seconds ahead of Roadstar and has successfully jumped him, and we know that track position is meta, as we saw the other night at Hungary. Obviously, Oscar Piastri on the 2 stop, and Lando Norris on the 1 stop, and Piastri failing to get by him in the later stage of the race, which is not going to matter. Because we know that Oscar Piastri is going to be the world champion this year in F1, as Bremer picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. So interesting here as Thompson the win gets past Formula Fish as well. Good little race by Formula Fish. You'd love to see it. We know he doesn't like it when he crashes. He has a mild reaction, just like if you had a hot Indian curry from the depths of Delhi. They say it's mild, and then you eat it and it touches your tongue and you go wild, like when Formula Fish has an incident. He has been known to be mild Indian curry in Delhi before. Formula Fish does get through. Techie. What a race by him. He's going to have to get down the road and pump it here, because it's all about the gap he can make. And so we'll watch those splits with anticipation. As you can see, the undercut is massive. So does Techie try and go for an undercut here on Oscar Kano and Poms? Or does he stay out on Oscar Kano P2? What a great recovery drive from him so far. Kamikaze has done his pit stop then. He is looking for the undercut after hearing about how powerful it is. But Broadstar, as you can see, he's got the pace. Catch up Shifty Wizard in the blink of an eye. And now on his gearbox is Broadstar. Coda Faster is losing pace. You can see how fast Broadstar is. I mean, he is quick. What a comeback, and Coda Faster has not been able to catch up with him. But someone else who is able to catch up with him is Joshy, who's currently P9. You're right, honey? That's really cool. No, you do that. I like it. You're going to be race for it. So, I'll tell you what, you might take something, you might make you like something. Like your brain can feel the pain. So, you really do. Can you do that for me? Please? Yeah? Yeah? Alexis, please. You're doing quite a lot of pain. So Techie out in front as Dante says that he's not happy. Tries a game of kicking wooden force retired. That was a time on track. Then who's that? Who retired on track? Mikey? Nah. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Willis? So here we go then, lap 18 of 32. Starting to get to the pointy end, just over halfway through. And we have got a battle of strategies here as Broadstar has got past Shifty Wizard and P6. Of course, they're pitted. I'm going to keep the tires up there for you because it is an interesting story that is developing. Oscar Kano, if you don't mind, pitted lap 1 and was down in P19, but up to P2 now is the Racing Bulls. Kamikaze also pitted twice so far. He's up to P14 and trying the undercut. Then on the Oscar Kano, then we'll see if that does work for him. As Shifty Wizard does get overtaken now by Squashy Joshy, and Squashy Joshy does go through and up into P7 as Bremer puts the fast lap in on the medium tyre with 1:16.704. So up the hill we go. We're just watching this this battle here, which I think is the closest at the moment between Kumiza and Squashy Joshi. I think Squashy Joshi's just gonna leave in the dust now, as we see a little bit of field spread. As Pooh picked up a 3-second time penalty, but Formula Fish is right on the back of Tom to the win. This has been a good little battle as well the last couple of laps. They have stuck to each other just like chicken pox has stuck to a child. As Cooper the Bot finally comes in pit, he is another one that had to pit twice. Great recovery drive from Cooper the Bot as well. Had to pit first lap, but the second lap win on the back of the pack, which was helpful. But still had to fight his way through. So pitting now on those hard tyres. Oscar Cano obviously choosing to stay out. He must have another medium set of tyres in the garage, which will help him quite a lot. But who is going to pit first? That is the tail of the tape this afternoon. Good doing, guys. I did leg day. 15 grams of protein. Get in there. We'll keep an eye on the track lap 9 to the 15 grams of protein. Can't beat it. So Oscar Gano trying for the undercut here. Has chosen now to pit. So he has pitted Oscar Gano. We're going to see when he comes out, and we'll have a look at the splits for you. Let's see how good Roadster has done on those hard tyres. He's been on them for 5 laps, and he has made good use of them so far. He does have to stop again. That is a good point. 5-lap old medium tyres. They're probably not going to get home. Even if they do, he's actually 2 tyre pump out. So maybe Squashy Joshi hoping for a bit of a late safety car. Interesting strategy. What do you reckon, Boltaroo? Why do you think he's done that, mate? Let us know in the comments. So Oscar Gano down to P12. Does come out behind Kamikaze by 1.2 seconds. So the undercut is powerful. The Kamikaze gained 5 seconds then in 5 laps. So it just goes to show, though, at the end of this race, all these guys that have pitted on the hard tyres early, they are going to suffer greatly. We've got Oscar Gano. He is chasing down. Oscar Gano like he's chasing down. Oscar Gano is chasing down Kamikaze like he's chasing down his first girlfriend. As Formula Fish picks up a 3-second time penalty. You can hear the swearing from here. And he comes in the pit, as does Colton as well. Techie chooses to stay out. He is your race leader, by the way. 9 seconds ahead of Tom's to win. And it'll be interesting to see what he has done in clean air. In the pack, he raced an absolutely fantastic race. He worked his way through the pack and was the race leader. Everyone else had to pit. And so he's gone hard to medium. Interesting strategy as well. So I would think he's going to pit this lap. He's coming in ZRS. It's going to be super interesting. Squashy Joshi is out in front from Roadstar. Roadstar is on the back of him, right on his gearbox. It goes through Tosa once more. What Roadstar can do. He's looked good so far as Roadstar. Oh, he didn't need to go to medium. Game. Game's putting on mediums. Oh no. Let's see if Becky comes in this lap. I reckon it'll be this lap, Sam. I don't feel so light-headed. Give me that. Does he come in? He does. There you go. Good on game. 3 seconds time penalty. Multiple warnings. Becky comes in after 21 laps on those hard tyres. What a feat that was. Absolutely smashed him. Puts on the medium tyre. He's going to be quick at the end of the race as we see Roaster and go past. Becky's just rolling down the pit lane at 80 k's an hour. When he's going to come out, but he's going to have to do some driving. He's got a chance to win this then. Because those hard tyres went very, very long. Roaster is now your race leader. So Becky losing a lot of positions. Oscar Carter obviously puts him twice and ahead of him in P8 on those hard tyres, not doing the work to Becky out in front. Just wonder how much those last 5 laps I just wonder how much those last 5 laps cost him on those hard tyres. Remember, Wizard and Coda Faster is on 11 lap old tyres at the moment. Coda Faster's got DRS on Alpha leader as well. And let's just have a look at the leader. So Techie's 11.9 seconds away from the front with 10 laps to go. I don't know if he's got enough laps to try and catch up. He's got traffic fast as well if he's going to be a race leader. As Squatchy Joshy picks up a 3-second time penalty. That'll be a free spot there. Squatchy Joshy's going to have to pick once more. Roadster out in front is making these tyres work for him. An absolute great strategy by him. He's out in 4 seconds now, and Roadster is absolutely flying out in front as Carl Faniza gets past Coda Faster, who is looking like he's going very slowly here. I'm not sure what's happening there, but he's just going to let those guys through, has he? He has. So Carl Faniza up into a podium position with the Aston Martin. You'd love to see it. Let's go, lads. Let's go for the Greens. As Roshan Robot P6 come back into the fight as well. So, as we said, this later in this race, all this is going to happen. And it's going to be a race to the finish. It's going to be a great finish for you guys. So stay tuned. Just like it was in Hungary on the weekend, we're going to get a nice dash to the finish. The Roadster is out by 4.6 seconds, and he's got the pressure tyres as well. Shifty is going to lose a time pretty quickly, I think. Ozzy Monero is a great comeback as well in the McLarens. He's at the pit again. So he has gone now to 13 with 3 seconds of time penalty as well. Yeah, so 50 Wizard on the older tyres, Coda Faster on the older tyres as well. Roshan Robot is going wheel to wheel with Coda Faster. He wants to get done before turn 1. Coda Faster doesn't start it, lets him through. Probably smart there with the tyres as Roshan in the Mercedes goes through. And now he's 7 tenths behind Ozzy Monero as Oscar Gano, technically is looking to get back in this fight. He's getting quick on those mediums, but he has to make use of them quickly. So Oscar Gano on the back of Coda Faster as well on those hard tyres. We know he's a lot. We know we're a lot of these special tyres. Oscar Gano goes through up into P6, and we're going to have a battle, guys. Don't go anywhere. What a battle this is going to shape up to be towards the end of this race. We've got 7 laps to go here in Imola. Yep, Kahoot in the Red Bull. We'll finally get Kahoot in the Red Bull or no one in the Red Bull. So Kahoot comes in. Trying to get some points for the disc burger. But apparently not as Uknuk has retired in the pits. His race is over. Absolutely heartbreaking for him after getting pole position today. Staying out of trouble at the start, having a great 3-hour battle, and then got kicked in the wing. He had to replace his wing and just never recovered from. Then Shifty Wizard, then 2 tenths behind Carl Faniza, and look, he's on the hunt here. Similar tyres as well, but we know Carl Faniza has slightly better tyres. Roadster looks like he's got this race down packed though. 6.4 seconds as Shifty Wizard comes into the pits. His tyres must have not been well or something. What's going on there? Why did he got wing damage maybe? Let's just have a look and just see if he is changing his wing, or maybe 14 lap tyres were just too much. Yeah, onto the medium tyres. I'm not sure if he must have. I don't know what happened there. So Oscar Gano 2 tenths behind then. What a race by him. It's definitely driver of the day for me. He can keep it on track in the race with Bulls. Great pickup by the way. As they go wheel to wheel, look at the Racing Bull here. He's looking to try and get past. And what, you don't pass there, mate. But Oscar Gano does, and through he goes. And Techie on the back here as well, pumps the battery and also makes the pass. What a pass by Techie and by Oscar Gano. These guys are showing why they're tier 2. Could be tier 1. Roadster is 7 seconds down in front. Looks like he's got this locked up. Finally got some pace on those hard tyres. Does like him. Techie is going to have the faster tyre towards the end here. And we've got a finish here for the ages. Lap 25 of 32 we are on. Don't go anywhere. Well, you can go anywhere. You can do what you want. You've got freedom. So that's fine. But I tell you what, I wouldn't be going anywhere. Roshan Robot, after a wing damage as well, lost 5 seconds in the pit. Got pole position, lost 5 positions by blocking someone. Now has the opportunity to go P2 does a Singaporean telemarketer, and he does Calpaniza, blocks off Osco Kano. 23, the Singaporean had to take a little bit of grass with him, but up into P2 does Roshan Robot go. Formula Fish fighting with Promise to win all afternoon, up into P9 as well. So what a battle we have got here for P2, 3, 4, and 5 for minor podium. Look at Techie on the outside. What a move on Tosa. Here we go on the outside. Gets the job and Osco Kano on those medium tyres. And do you not mark out Tiki Toki Techie, because he is on a rampage here. He went long on the hards. Everyone criticised him, and by everyone I mean me. But now he's put the medium tyres on, and he's absolutely flying through the pack again. Alphanesia and P3 is in his sights. He looks like he's hunting him down. Everyone's on him, wait for the straights to pass. He doesn't want to wait for the straights. He'll pass where he feels like passing, and now he feels like passing on the outside. And Techie, Toki, Tiki, Tick, Tock goes through up into P3 in the Ferrari. What a pass! What a pass by Tiki, Toki, Techie, and now he's got Roshan Robot in his glimpses as Koshi gets past Kamikaze and up into P11. Lots of penalties, and we'll have a look at those shortly. We're on lap 27 of 35. But Calpaniza comes back on Tiki Toki Techie, but Techie closes him off the inside. Osco Kano also gets close as well. Osco Kano looking on the outside, and he makes it through. He goes up the inside. Is he really going to send it here? Up the chicane they go, and he does send it, but gets squeezed off. I don't think he had enough front wing up. He had to pull out, and Osco Kano saves his race, and Calpaniza aggressively shuts the door and says, mate, you're not getting by that easy. I ain't no cheap slut in Northbridge. And Calpaniza remains in P4 as Bremer picks up a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's gone from bad to worse, unfortunately, for Bremer on a weekend that is a tribute, unfortunately, for the Alpine driver. Does cut on the soft tyre, so if there's a safety car, he'll be right back in it. Glad to see that he didn't quit. Good work, mate. So here we go then. Techie 5 tenths behind Rock Robot, and we've got a 5-way battle for the minor places. Calpaniza just out of PRS range and slowing up Osco Kano. And so, yeah, I don't know if he's at a moment or something. That's 1.3 seconds down. So Techie now is free to chase down and Robot for P2. We know the entire grid is probably in a party by themselves. Roshan tries to break the slipstream, but Tiki Toki Techie is a wise little warrior. He is a experienced campaigner, and he goes through up into P2. So 4 laps to go, and Techie backs down Roadster. He's got fresh air now. Roadster's going to have tyre wear. He's starting to drain a little bit on the front left tyre, and Tiki Toki Techie showing why he is one of the team principals, showing his class, showing his strength, showing his muscles, showing his might, and up into P2 does he go. Osco Kano also getting through on the straight, through on Calpaniza. Osco Kano, don't mark him out either. Also on the tyre compound. What will be the biggest enemy for Techie and Osco Kano will be the lap. We've got only 4 left, and chase down their dreams, chase down their hopes, etch their name in the history books of Wallaby Racing League, which will be written on a Discord server for as long as the Discord server is live. They'll tell their kids about this race. If they get a podium, they'll celebrate with a shoey, and they will etch their names into history. As Roshan Robot picks up a 3-second time penalty. Absolute heartbreak for him. What are you doing, sir? There's 2 white lines to stay between them, and you can avoid that penalty for Techie out in front as Roshan flies by him then on the straight, and he tells Techie, mate, it's not over. I'm not going to give up that easy as Bremer picks up another 3-second time penalty. And let's look at that, because that's going to come into play late in the game. So 3-second time penalties for all those there. Bremer with 19 seconds and Kamikaze with 6 seconds respect. Bremer said he's so done. Race got ruined. We did see a little bit of Alpine carnage there as well. So at the front, Aussie Monero has also got past Calpaniza as well, who's starting to go backwards a little bit. But Aussie Monero is 2.5 seconds behind. Can he catch his front pack? Oh my gosh, we've got a safety car. What? Who pulled that? Oh my gosh! Bam! Bam! We have a safety car. We have a safety car. It's going to be a dash. Roadster was 9 seconds in front, mind you. Absolute heartbreak for him. Aussie Monero gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. After all that hard work, he throws it in the bin. He slaps the turkey and gives himself blue balls. What will Techie do to stay? He's on the medium tyres. Oh, he had a bit of a thought process. Osco Cardo decides to stay out on the hard tyre. Who else is going to stay up the track position? Alfanese pits. Everyone else is pitting for the soft tyres. But Osco Cardo thinks that track position is king. Lefty in his ear telling him to stay out. The team principal has made the call. Christian Horner has said, mate, stay out, block the run. There won't be any DRS. So is this a good strategy? I think it is, because there's no DRS. Ruben the Bot stays out as well, and so does Squashy Joshy. As Broadster comes out, Roshan Robot and Techie, let us know in the comments chat if this was a good strategy to stay out or not. We're going to have probably 1 lap or 2 laps. I don't think they do 1 lap, but I think on that second lap you will get DRS. I think Oscar will get eaten up with that track position. But this is going to be an interesting finish. Tyres, please. Absolutely. Let's have a look at the tyres. That's right now. Hold you hard. And the rest of the tyres. Max Boy staying up track position as well. But look at these soft tyres. It's going to be a sprint through the finish. It's going to be carnage, ladies and gentlemen. I promised you, this started in carnage, Imola, and it's going to end in carnage. This is going to be an absolute brilliant finish. And also, Kano has got some protection now from Cooper the Bot and Squashy behind him. So it might be a master stroke from Osco Kano. Let's go in this lap. The 2 laps of racing, like we said. Osco Kano doesn't want to hold up here. But they have bunched up. That's what I meant, Sunday. Brody should win this. That is a call by Abyss. He has looked the fastest all day. Osco Kano started from P20, had to pit once more than everyone else, and now in P1. And he will lead us away on lap 31 of 32, and he's off. DRS is pumped, he's on the slower hard tyre. So down we go then for lap 31 of 32. This is the second last time. These guys are going to have an opportunity to get by. Down the main straight we go. Alfanese takes his chance through up into P7, the Haas driver of Florida Fast. We're looking for the fish, but choosing to stay in behind. And around we go then. Roshan gets past Rosa. Roshan started pole position. Got a 5-place group penalty. Started P5 and now he's back up into P4. Carl Fernandez has a 3-second time penalty. Absolute heartbreak for him. Jackie and Carl and the fish all going side by side, and Techie out on the grass after an absolute fantastic drive from Techie. He is into the grass, and it's absolutely heartbreak for him. Maxi Boy on the hard tyre doesn't have any penalties, and that could come into play. We're going to have a look at the penalties then. So 3 seconds for everyone, so it's not going to matter. Only for Osco Carter, who doesn't have any penalties, so this is a great move by him to stay out. Aussie Monero picks up 3-second time penalty, so that has ruined his race. He's already got time through. Look at this. The Squashy Joshy and the Mercedes and the Aston Martin all tie up, and they go round. Alfanese on the inside, as does the Mercedes and McLaren then. And through goes Formula Fish. Does he get it through? Yes, he does. He gets the job done in the Haas. Goes through, Bro's up into P2 now. He has to get past. This is the only chance he can do it. Can he get past Osco Cardo? Is he close enough? I don't think he is. So Bro's stays in behind. Osco Cardo, Shifty Wizard goes fastest man on track. Roshan Robot goes through on Squashy Joshy. And Formula Fish goes side by side with the Haas driver. The Haas driver pushed out wide onto the curb. Has to come back in. Coda faster through on P7. Gets a little bit of a nudge. Up on Squashy Joshy. Has to go into the gravel. Pumps his ERS and up through Total we go for the last one this afternoon. Coda faster up into P7. They've all got 3-second time penalties, so it's not going to matter. Maxi Boy's going to jump a whole bunch here. And he could get P2 if Maxi Boy stays close. And through Broster goes on the move. Broster on the outside. But he's got a 3-second time penalty. So it's not going to matter. Osco Carter on the hard tyres. What a finish by him. He started P5. He went down to P20. He had to pit once more than everyone else. The safety car came out at the end. He chose to stay out on the hard tyres, knowing that everyone else had 3-second time penalties. This has been a master stroke by the Racing Bull driver of Osco Cardo around the final corner. And Osco Cardo wins the Imola Grand Prix. The mystery run. P1 Osco Cardo, P2 Pro Star. What a fantastic drive by him. Cooper the Bot Also having to pit once more than everyone else goes P3, Carl Benita P4, Roshan Robot P5, Maxi Boy, Master Stroke staying out on the hard tyre as well. P6, Squashy Josh, Yoda faster, Formula Fish and Thompson win rounds out our top 10. Techie, Shifty Wizard, Strudel Gaming, Kamikaze P14, and the last driver to pick up points is probably going to be Cahoots, as Aussie Monero gets a 20-second time penalty for not serving his drive-through penalty, and Kahoot comes through in P15. I'm not sure what you're doing. That might cost you points there. I'm not sure if that's going to cost points there. Wow. What a finish. What a finish there. I hope we can get these guys in for a chat, because that was absolutely beautiful, glorious. Strills and Strills. Look at that driver of the day. Well, it's Osco Kano. He can't go past that. Shifty Wizard gets past his lap. Most overtakes Shifty Wizard as well in the Red Bull. And Shifty Wizard, the cleanest driver. So Osco Kano goes P1. Communicate with online services. Love that for everyone else. Probably about to get kicked out. Who goes P15? Picks up the last points. Only just as well. Look at that. Only just, I reckon. After that little spin around at the line. But what a finish. And we'll try and get these boys in. So Osgo Kano, Brostar, and they're all on computer. They're all on computer. Why? Osgo Kano, though, you have an Xbox profile, so get in the party, sir. If you've got an Xbox profile, please get in the party.
Oh, man.
Yes, we got him.
Yes, we got him.
Audio, brother.
Include your audio, brother. Yes, we got him. Include your audio, brother. Yes, we got him. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Yes. I just want to check. Hang on a sec. Let me see if the stream can hear. Yes. I just want to check. Hang on a sec. Let me see if the stream can hear. Alright, talk, Osgo. Yes. Yeah. I just want to check. Hang on a sec. Let me see if the stream can hear. Alright, talk, Osgo. Yes. Yeah. I just want to check. Hang on a sec. Alright, talk, Osgo. I think so. You've included your audio? Yeah, include your audio. Included?
Yes, included.
All right, fantastic. So we've got the race winner here, Osgo Kano. I mean, what a start, Osgo, mate. You got spun in the first lap. Had to pit one more time. Well, first of all, just talk us through the first lap, mate. Did you have Lefty engineering you? What was the decision making in that safety car lap from the get-go?
Well, I actually had to pick one of the tracks of the 4 yesterday to practice. I picked Imola, and I was on mediums on the first half, and it was so bad. And on the second half, I was on hard tires yesterday, and it was OP. So that's why I chose the hard allocation for the tires, so that I can use 2 hard tires. So because my quality went really bad, I was like 1.3 seconds off the pole. I started with softs, started from P16. I think I overtook maybe 4 or 5 people in the first straight, but I involved in an accident. So I ended up spun and had to change my wing and everything. I put the first hards, and after a couple of laps, like 2 or 3 laps, the mediums started to fall off, and I started overtaking everyone one by one until I reached Techie, I think. So he was leading. Yeah, and the second hard, and actually, Broadstar was up ahead. I was trying to follow Techie. He made the same exact mistake. He did it for the safety car. I stayed, I stayed on track. I knew people were gonna stay on track because in this game, actually you have a great chance to finish on the podium if you stay on the track, late safety car. So Cooper the bot and one more person stayed on the track so that they actually covered me for the soft runners. It was kind of like I was very lucky, and I also had 2 hard tires. It was a great run from P19 on the second lap until P1. It was so fun, actually.
Absolutely incredible drive, mate. I haven't seen a drive like that for a very long time, and absolutely amazing strategy as well. When the safety car came out for the last 3 laps, was there any thought of pitting whatsoever, or were you always staying out?
No, never. I was in a group chat with some other friends, maybe 4 or 5 of them. I think Teki was there as well. Yeah, he actually mentioned Japan as well. Like he pitted, Nolan pitted, he ended up pitting again. Yeah, so I never thought pitting.
Yeah. Well, absolutely fantastic race, mate. Enjoy that victory. I love to see it. You're one of the nicest guys on the grid, mate. I love to see an Osco Kano win. So congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
Awesome, guys. Well, that is it for us here at Tier 2. Osco Kano is your mystery round race winner here. Absolutely fantastic race. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of steward tickets. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of banter in the Discord. I haven't checked it yet. Bit afraid to check it. But absolutely fantastic race. Remember, we are back here tomorrow night for Tier 1 for the big boys. Maxi Boy on the comms. Last week was one of the best comms, or the week before was one of the best comms I've ever heard. He is a very gifted commentator, so make sure that you tune in to hear him make that call and to see the big boys race the mystery round as well. But that is it from us here at Wallaby for tonight. Say hi to your sister for me. That's lights out.